2 seconds, guys. Oh, hold on. I'll just wait until we get a few people on and then I'll start, and I'll quickly, I'm not even ready, just give me 2 seconds because this is going to help the situation. And hey lovely, how's it going? I'm not ignoring you, I'm just gonna quickly share this, and then we're gonna have a good old quick chat about how you can get results. There we go. Now I've even written some notes. Hey Sandra, how you going? I haven't seen you pop up in a while. So nice to hear from you and see your face. Hey, how are you going? Right, let's get started. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. I am going to get started. Just give me 2 seconds and then we will get started. Share, personal page, your timeline. Redefining your busy life in 3 simple steps. Oh, we've got everyone on today. We've got Rach. Maybe this is a good time of day to do it. I don't know. But I have 2 kids home today and I've been working and today's crazy, and there's no time like the present to come on and actually talk about steps that can help you redefine your life. And Busy Mum Fitness has been running 6 years now. I've been in the industry 12 years. I didn't come from a place of always being in the industry. I've had to redefine my life every single year, and if you don't think growth is necessary for you, you've got to be kidding yourself. I have come from a background of being overweight, underweight, chronic dieting, antidepressants, anxiety, thinking that I was going to be living this white picket fence life with, happily with a partner, and then suddenly my whole life changing, 3 years ago to becoming a single mum. And each and every year I have had to redefine my life. And I've done that with pride. I've done that with focus on my happiness. And I can tell each and every mother out there that you can do the same thing as well. And, over the last 6 years, we have redefined our program and redefined our coaching to understand and to help mums understand in the best way possible that their lives can change in the best way possible. And I'm here today, and we're going to quickly talk about the 3 main steps that I see how a mum can redefine their life. And the Busy Mum movement is not just about you having a slimmer waist. Okay, I will tell you that right now, and I'm sure Rach and Sandra and all the mums that are on here, the Busy Mum movement is about living your ultimate life, and that includes happiness. That includes living a life where you're in control versus out of control, living a life where you know that you're good enough and that you know what to do to give yourself time, a break. Living a life where we are prioritizing things that are going to keep us here longer, which is health, fitness, and happiness. And that brings me down to the number 1 step, and I'm not going to tell you to count 500 calories here. I'm going to tell you that the first step is commitment. And I deal with mums, all right? Mums are like the queens of excuses. And I understand that's real, all right? I never had children that slept. I have had children that I've had to put to sleep till they were 5 years old. People will be sitting there shaking their heads, but you do what you've got to do, and I have no judgment on anyone, and I wouldn't expect the same here. But commitment to the process, not commitment to your excuses. And what are your truths? Like, are you seriously just waking up every day committed to Groundhog Day with your excuses, or, you know, being in overwhelm? Or are you going to commit yourself to finding a solution? And that solution does not have to be perfect, because your life is not perfect. And in fact, I guarantee you, if you are aiming for the perfection, you're probably one that's going from diet to diet, whether it's keto, whether it's fasting, whether it's isogenics, or whatever it is. That's not commitment. That's a short-term solution, because most mums cannot stick to something longer because it's not sustainable. So what are you committed to? I will not take a non-committed mum onto my program. Why? Because you're wasting my time and I'm wasting your time. I generally want mums who are going to be committed to the process, because I know the outcome at the end, like Rachel's outcome. You know, she was a size 22. Now she's going on a size 10. She committed herself to a year of changing her life, and she got the results. Sure, she had sick days. Sure, her kids were sick. Sure, she had days where she just ate crap. We all do it. That's life. But she committed herself to being committed with herself. Okay. Hey, Crystal. Hey, Sharon. So what are you committed to? Simple. Are you committed to, you know, your excuses? Are you going to be committed to living a fulfilled life? Really simple. It's either a yes or a no. And if it's a yes, then we move on to the next answer. And I'm not going to tell you to go for a run outside for an hour and then do 1,000,000 sit-ups right here, okay? I'm going to tell you what does work, all right? And I know what does work because I've been doing this a long time. Second part, if you do not have a vision of your success, you're going to fail, because in the end, once again, it's this whole thing. Sorry, if you're committed, oh, let me just get that right again. It should not come up. If you're committed to a vision of success, then you're going to be committed to a path and a vision of you doing it. If you see yourself as a failure every morning, if you wonder why am I, hold on guys, that's better. If you're visioning yourself as a failure, visioning yourself as you can't do it, you're not going to be able to do it. And taking that time out to create that vision and know where your goals are and be really specific. And yes, we've heard, okay, write down your goals, blah, blah, blah. You know, it's not really, okay, I want to lose this. It's also making sure that you believe yourself, because if you don't believe it, you'll fail, because the mind is a very powerful tool. And that's where the level of commitment is. If you're committed at the start, you know your vision, you'll get there. And it's not going to happen in 4 weeks. It's not going to happen in 8 weeks. You know, it's got to be that lifestyle approach. And if you haven't adapted your life into a lifestyle approach, you will be, you know, failing and going back to the next diet and falling off the wagon. You know, the whole falling off the wagon, you know, it's something I hear on a daily basis, but just don't fall off the wagon. Know that it's part of life. Know that, you know, it's a journey of going up and down on the roller coaster. You know, when you're down, you learn from what's happened, then you go up, and it's just part of life. Last of all is your environment. You know, your environment is going to play the most biggest part in your success, because if you're not got people around you that believe in you, if you don't have people around you to support you, if you don't have a trainer or a guide or a system or, you know, the right methodology for you, then it will be hard, because you'll go back to the same mindset and framework that you were using when you were failing. So whether your goal is fat loss, whether your goal is, you know, to be a bodybuilder, whether your goal is, you know, to be a runner, your environment plays a big part. And as a trainer to busy mums, I train busy mums. I don't train fitness models, okay? I know what it's like to you know, I had 2 kids in 2 years, and I'm still, you know, forever learning and forever growing. You know, having a 5 and a 7-year-old is so different from having, you know, newborns. You've got to constantly grow. And, you know, that's what I'm doing at the top as a leader. You know, I'm constantly growing. I'm constantly learning. We're constantly surrounding ourselves by, you know, people that are gonna keep us going. And Rachel just said today was one of those crappy days. However, I exercise and eat well so far. And, you know, Rachel's a true inspiration, you know, in our community, because, you know, she's getting the results. We all understand we have bad days, but you are a product of your environment. And if you are struggling, then don't do it by yourself. you know, having a level of commitment for the rest of your life, which is, I'm sure everyone wants to be happy, healthy, and living an ultimate life. You know, creating a vision of your success and being a product of your environment. And, you know, this is my goal, is to, you know, we've got thousands through our program, hundreds on all of our groups. And you know, it plays such an impact on, you know, how you feel, how you respond, and the exact same, you know, the path to follow to get you, you know, your success. So just a quick 3 tips from me today. We have our last 8-week VIP on Monday. If you want those 3, as long as you've got that level of commitment, I can help you, okay? Committed mums get there and know the journey's not going to be perfect, then you come and join our program, okay? And if you have any questions, reach out. Thank you to the mums coming on here. You know, if any of my mums are on here, come and say hi and let all the other mums know within the community, well, you know, outside of our community, that it's totally possible. And I will see you soon. Happy Wednesday. Wise Words Wednesday, I called it. Luckily, my kids are downstairs managing themselves at the moment while the house was crazy this morning. So I will see you soon.